Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, I bring you another multi-purpose video in which I'm gonna cover a bunch of little topics that each one of them by themselves was not really worth making an entire video on. But today, I put them all into one, and specifically, I'm gonna look into the new racing pass that started recently, the sales that are available in the game at the moment, and also the Sugar Rush TLE Cup, and well, I'm gonna try and see what results I can get over there, because the rewards are good. But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. As I always say, this helps the channel to continue to grow, it keeps me going, and it allows me to continue making this content for you. So if you want to continue seeing Asphalt 8 right here, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribing. And remember that once we hit the 25,000 subscribers, for which I'm pretty close getting to get there, yeah, you know. Once we get there, I'm going to do a 12-hour live stream of Roomy games with Asphalt 8 included. So if you haven't subscribed, why don't you help me out to get to that milestone by hitting that subscribe button. I was going to say like button, but no, that's the wrong one. Still, subscribe and like, why not? All right, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is the racing pass. Now, because I'm in my main account, it's not going to show everything, so let me switch to the beginner one. And here we are. Now, as usual, as I always say, I'm not trying to convince anybody to spend money in the game. I'm just providing you the information as to what's out there, and it's for you to decide as to whether or not you think this is worth it. If you're not interested in this at all, you can jump to the next topic. There's chapters on this video so that you can check whatever else, but in the meantime, let's get into it. Now, as usual, on the left side, we're going to have the free rewards, and on the right side, we're going to have the premium rewards. Now, the price for the racing pass, right now, it actually is a little bit weird because on my side, it shows that it's like $8-ish, but that's because it's kind of on discount. I don't know, the price might be $10, $15, it really depends. Sometimes you get an offer as a sale, sometimes you don't, either way. So the rewards we have available, as usual, we're going to have the ultimate upgrade, which is one of the most worth things in each one of these passes, because it allows you to upgrade any one single vehicle from 0 to Pro by just using it. So that's a pretty useful thing to get. These things normally alone, they sell for like 15 bucks or something like that. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyway, we also get the Dodge Tomahawk, the ultimate bike of 1860, which it's a very difficult bike to drive, so don't get too excited about it. And from there, well, the usual stuff, right? An outfit, some upgrades, some storage slots, and I'm gonna go a little bit fast over here because at the end of the day, it's the normal stuff that we see in all of the passes. Not to say that it's bad, it's always good to get these upgrades, but still. In page 4, we get our first proper car that is different over here in the pass, and we have the Resbani Beast Alpha, which is a classic car with a maximum rank of 1410. It's an okay car, as far as I remember, nothing super amazing. It certainly looks cool, and the OG players may remember that this used to be a very, very strong car of Class A, but hey, you know, that's the past. Now it's just Class C, so there you go. Next up, well, again, the normal stuff. Over here, we got our Class B car, which is going to be the Lotus Emira. A car that honestly I don't have a lot of experience with, so I couldn't tell you how it performs. But again, it's the super spam bracket of the Bentleys, so the fact that you don't see this car often should tell you that probably it's not nowhere near as good as something like that Bentley, but at the end of the day, almost nothing is, so make of that what you will. Then we move further on, again, normal stuff, and finally we get to page 8 where the most rewards are. And on the free lane, we have the Shelby Cobra 427 Class D car of a maximum rank of 1320. This used to be somewhat rare because you needed to complete a collection of cars in order to get this, but either way, now you can get it over here for free. It's an okay car. I don't believe that it's anything super amazing. It certainly looks cool, very old school, so hey, and it's free. Why not get it? That is the only, one of the main things that it's available for free that is worth it, along with a little bit of storage slots, but hey. On the premium side, we got the Pagani Imola. Oh man, what a beautiful car this is. Class A car, maximum rank of 1771. This is probably one of my favorite Paganis out there simply by the looks. But when it comes to the performance, this is a decent car. Nothing absolutely amazing. It's not a king, but it's not a bad car by any means either. So it's a car that if you drive it well enough, it certainly is going to give you results. But if you do drive it, you're going to look cool by just using it. Just saying. From there, we also are going to have our main car of this whole thing is going to be the Ferrari FXXK Class S car 1861. Now, this is one of the few Ferraris that I actually do like quite a bit the way that it looks. So yeah, make of that what you will. As far as performance, this is a pretty goodish car. Again, not a king by any means, but it's definitely a strong car. It has some decent acceleration, it has some decent nitro, it has some decent handling, it has some decent grip. Again, it's not amazing, but it's not bad in any way, shape, or form. And I absolutely think that this, along with everything else that is in the Racing Pass, is most definitely worth this one. Now, granted, it's not as good as the last Racing Pass where they by mistake put a Class S car over here, so it had 2 Class S, but still, the cars available this time around are pretty alright. Now, one extra change that they made over here was that they added the sport kits over here. You can get 21 of them. And if you don't know what this is for the new upgrading system for a few cars in the game, the Pagani Huayra BC and the Bugatti Bolide, that you can like overpower the car by using sports kits. So yeah, this is another way that you can get this. By the way, I'll put the link in the top right if you want to watch the video where I talked about the Sportline feature. But yeah, you can get some of this over here. So over time, if you keep on getting these passes, you're definitely going to be able to get enough kits in order to upgrade those cars. But anyway, that's all that there is about the Racing Pass. Again, not trying to convince you to spend money. I just wanted to cover what they made available this time around. But now I want to talk about the offers available in the game at the moment. First, I'm going to start with the shop things just to get it out of the way because, hey, why not? We already talked about the Lucky Strike. I made a video. I'll put the link in the top right if you want to watch that. Then we're going to have... what's over here? No, this is just for the Chrome Marauder. No, actually, you know what? Always check around here because there's some free rewards. Well, actually, you can see them over here, right? It says free. So always claim whatever you can. Not that in this account matter much, but hey, go get whatever you can get for free. But here we go. Not this. Oh, Jesus, where is it? Okay, I eventually found them. Well, over here we got an offer for the Bugatti Chiron 300 plus, selling for, I believe this is about $40, which is, again, not trying to convince you to spend money in the game or anything, but you know, given how sometimes they price ultimate cars and the fact that this is a pretty decent one, really good acceleration, and good nitro, really. Terrible handling though, but hey, yeah, it's up to you. Same thing, they're making available the Faraday. Surprisingly, they made available the Mercedes-AMG GT3 for, I think this is like $15. So, it's Class B car, and it looks great, but anyway. No, but what I wanted to show you is this whole thing that they made available, the Kawasaki Ninja Airborne Edition, whatever, for about $50 if you want to get it. No, thank you, but hey, it's there. Also, same thing for the Pagani Huayra Asphalt Anniversary Edition. Jesus, how much is this? Like $75? Oh, that's pricey. And if you want everything, well, you can get both of these vehicles for about $100. So you can get the bike, you can get the Huayra, you can get some outfits, some vouchers, and all of that stuff. So, I mean, it's there, but I wouldn't necessarily advise it. Now, you may be aware also of the top-up, quote-unquote, event, in which basically the more money that you spend in the game, you start unlocking some additional stuff. So you can get some cars and whatnot. This is very, very expensive to get to this reward, so I would not advise you to go for it. Then again, remember that you're not paying to get to these rewards, is you're buying other stuff, and in doing so, you can also unlock additional stuff as you make progress over there. But this tends to be really expensive, so I would not advise you to focus on this at all. Now, while we're here, let's talk about the car that is available this week on the multiplayer shop, the Aventador SV. What a beautiful, beautiful car. I've already made a protest on this thing. I'll put the link in the top right if you want to watch that. It is a pretty okay-ish car. Nothing amazing. I think it's overly hated. It's not great. It's not terrible, but it certainly looks great. So yeah, there is that. That is my amazing next level review that I just did right here. But since we're talking about cars that you can get for, you know, as a free-to-play player, like the multiplayer one, let's have a look at the sales that are available in the game right now, because there's a lot of them. Now, I couldn't tell you by memory which of these cars are often, if they're often available for free for tokens or not. But we have first the Lamborghini Urus, which is a Class D car, rank of 1230. It is a pretty good one, very bad handling, but some pretty good acceleration and really good nitro duration as well. So, hey, kind of strong. So there's that. We also have the Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary of the bracket of 1320, maximum rank of 1318. Pretty strong on its bracket. Maybe not king, but approaching. It's really, really good. We got also the DS Servo. I couldn't tell you if this is often available. I would think it normally is available, but hey, there it is. Not that I can do a review on it, but hey. We got the Idle Design Da Vinci, another car that I don't have experience with. The Ferrari F50. Wait, it's in a bundle? What kind of bundle is that? Oh, never mind. It's one of these bundles available for beginner players that, I mean, up to you. Then we got the Spyker C8 Prelator. Not really a lot of experience with this, but it is relatively rare. At least you don't see it often. The Ferrari GTC for Lusso. Again, another car that I don't have experience with. The Nissan Skyline GTR R34 Special Edition. It's a very cool looking car. So people may want this car simply because it looks really cool, and you know, it's the R34. Oh my god. Personally, when I actually got around driving it, I was a bit disappointed by the performance. I was expecting it or hoping that it was going to be stronger, but really it's not that great. But, you know, it's there. At least should be competitive. Then again, considering it's the Bentley bracket, well, like I said, that's a bit of a problem. We got also the Peugeot Onyx, another car that unfortunately I don't have a lot of experience with. The Ital Design 01, which used to be pretty strong in Class A. And I would imagine that at the very least, right now it's still decent, if nothing else. We got the Apollo Evo, which has been a car that, historically speaking, has been premium only, though it has been available a couple of times before in sales, so maybe you already have it, but yeah, it's a really, really crazy, extreme looking car. I like it because of it. It might be a little bit over the top, but hey, there it is. Not an amazing car. If I remember correctly, it suffers a little bit on the drift, but the rest of the stats should be competitive as well, and in Class A, it's not as much of a problem as it is on the A1680 bracket. Then we got the Porsche 911 Edition, 50 years Porsche design, another car that once again historically used to be premium only, but once again, for the second time I think, we have an opportunity to buy it for tokens, so hey, it's rare, it's decent, nothing amazing, but very rare, I tell you that. Then finally we get into the Class S car. We got the Koenigsegg Gemera, which is a peculiar car. It has some really, really strong acceleration with some decent nitro. The problem with this car is also the really bad handling, so keep that in mind. But you know, for the price, I think it's pretty good considering that it's about the same price. It's literally the same price that a Class A car, but you can get a Class S one. If you're lacking on Class S as you have 6,000 tokens, this might be the one, because again, it's you're gonna suffer with the handling, but it's not a bad car. You know, it's a little bit tough, that's all. Then there's also the Tushek TS900 Racer Pro. I've said it a bunch of times. I think of the exact rank of 1860, not 61 or 59 or anything. No, 1860. This is one of the best cars in this rank. It's absolutely great in general. Again, not a king, but really good overall. So there's that to consider as well. And that's it. That's basically all the sales that are available. There's a bunch of them, like I mentioned. So, you know, it's up to you if you want to go for any of this. But there's some cool cars being offered right now. But anyway, let's get back into our topic, or rather the main topic that I wanted to cover, which, you know, might be the smallest part of the video, but still, I'm talking about the Sugar Rush event, and that is because, oh boy, this event is pretty good, at least when it comes to the rewards. But let's talk about it. The very first thing to notice about this event is that the cars that you can use over here are limited. It's a specific pool of cars, and from what I understand, only the Class D cars are the ones that are free try. Well, I mean, everybody has the Dodge Dart, but I believe that the e-tron is also a free try. Other than that, all of the other cars that you can use in this event are cars that you need to own in order to use them. And obviously, the Class A being the highest class available, you want to be using either the Codatronca or the McLaren P1. These are the ones that you want to use. Now, as far as the rewards, well, you know, the usual reward or the common rewards over here, you know, it's fine. No, the main ones are over here. You can see that by hitting already 90%, you can get 5 direct upgrades for Class D. If you hit 50%, you get 3 for Class C. At 35, you get 3 for Class A. At 20%, you get 350 tokens. At 10%, you get 500,000 Fusion Coin. But obviously, the one that most people are going to be interested in is the 5% reward, which is going to be a Class S Master Key. And if you don't know what a Master Key is, oh boy. I do have some Master Keys, which, you know, are there from olden times. But unfortunately, because I already own the vehicles, they're not going to show anything. If I go into use Master Key, well, there's nothing for me to do with it. But basically what this is, it gives you a list of Class S vehicles that you can turn the Master Key into the car. Now, here's the thing though. In theory, this should allow you to get pretty much any car that is an 1862 or higher. But the reality is that it doesn't quite work like that. It's missing a lot of cars from 1861 and I believe from 1860 as well. Regardless, there's a very, very long list of cars that you can turn. So long as you can make it into 5% within this particular event, you are going to be able to just get a free Class S car from it. Maybe not one of the strongest in the game, but definitely there's still some really good cars that you can get through the Master Key. And at the end of the day, it's a free Class S car, so why not? So this is the main reward that people should be aiming to get, but how difficult is it gonna get? Is it gonna be to hit that 5%? I don't know, because as you can tell, I have not tried even once, so let's try it. Now, I decided to start with the Codatronca simply because that is a car that is going to be easier for people to own already than the McLaren P1. Though having a look at the leaderboard, it does seem that most people are favoring the McLaren P1. But hey, either way, let's see. No, all right. That is a very, very bad start, but maybe that's good. Just to do a very mid-lap. You know what? Let's commit this to be a mid-lap and see where this lands. Now, this is not going to be as easy as other cups when there's a free try of all of the cars. Because, once again, in order for you to get or to participate in this event, you need to have the better cars. This already limits a lot the player base. So whereas in a cup where it's a free try of the, I don't know, the Lamborghini Revuelto, it's a free try, so the entire player base gets to play it, gets to try. Over here, it's not going to be that easy. Now, obviously, everybody can still participate because everybody owns the Dodge Dart. But in terms of the more competitive side of this event, yeah, who knows? So like I said, this is a very mid lap that I'm doing right now. You can see that I'm going for a lot of perfect nitro instead of triple taps and things like that. Canceling the nitro a bunch in order to slow myself down because I really want to see what a lap where, you know, you may not have particularly great skills and you're, you know, messing up here and there. Where would that put you, or where would that put me? After this, I will try and get a better lap, but let's see where this lands. So we're gonna end up with a time of like 1:16, 17 maybe. Jesus Christ, yeah, 1:17,700 or so. So not a good lap by any means, but let's see where this is gonna put me. Yeah, 117, almost 800. Cool. I'm gonna guess 35%. That's my guess. What? Sorry, what? Interesting. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna try. No, I don't know. We'll see. Now that I think about it, because everybody can participate with the e-tron, and there's still some decent rewards in the bottom part of this event. A ton of people are gonna be playing it just to maybe get here or whatever. So yeah, maybe there's gonna be a lot of players trying. Very interesting. I didn't think about it that way. Okay, let's try a better lap. And from the get, I'm gonna steer to the right so as to avoid. So I'm gonna go triple tap to the right. Yeah, get out of there. Knock someone down just for it. Going with perfect nitro, but this is a very long track. So you want to be saving nitro, utilizing it smartly, let's say. So I'm going for all of this nitro, going a little bit wide to take a turn over here without losing any speed. Go over here, and now try to knock down all of these little lights. Drift again. I'm switching back to perfect nitro. Because knocking all of those things down give you a little bit of nitro, so there you go. Going for the nitro, once again, trying to knock down as many of these things. Go wide, drift, punch, drift, triple tap, drift, punch, drift, triple tap, drift, punch, drift, perfect nitro. Get the nitro bottle over here. You can go for the one in the middle, it's fine. Stay kind of in the middle over here, start turning a little bit to the left and try to get all of this nitro. I'm gonna drift a little bit, got all of them, triple tap. Now because I have a lot of nitro, I can afford going with triple tap. And I'm gonna pick a few of this as well, doesn't matter to pick them all. And I think I have enough nitro to keep going. So I'm going triple tap all of this side, drift, triple tap. And all right, there we go. So there we go, I did a lap that it's by, what, like 2 seconds better or something. So let's see where does that put me. That was a 114,595. And I wonder if that's gonna allow me to get the reward. Oh, actually it did. Ooh, interesting. All right, I just made it into 5%. All right, there it is. 5% result with 114,595 with the Codatronca. Now, I want to try with the McLaren P1 and see if it improves a little bit. I don't have a lot of experience with the P1, but I'm basically going to do the same that I did with the Codatronca, and let's see if we get something. At the very start, triple tap to the right. Maybe knock someone down to get the nitro. Minute drift, then triple tap again. Maybe I should have gone for a perfect nitro. Yeah, you know what? I'm switching back to perfect nitro again. What happened with my music? I go for the nitro, go a little bit wide, they then turn so as to not drift over there. Go in the middle, try to knock down the lights over here. Small drift, perfect nitro. Again, stick to the right, get all of these light thingies, go wide, drift. All right, I did not do any punch drift. Drift, triple tap. Ooh, I'm low on nitro. Drift. I'm switching back to perfect nitro. I hit the wall. I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. I'm staying in the middle. Yeah, the nitro in this car, if I remember correctly, is not very good, so that's something to consider. I'm gonna try to get all of this, a bit of drift, triple tap. Again, I got a lot of nitro from this, so again, I'm gonna go for a few of this. Drift, triple tap. I don't know if you want to pick that up. I think you'll be fine without it. Drift close to that rock, triple tap, and just commit to it. And I got a 1:14,500 and something. I think I got pretty much the same time that I did on the previous lap. Let's see. No joke, I got exactly the same time. All right, well, there you go. Hey, listen, I am nothing if not consistent. I'm gonna try one more time because I feel like I can improve it. All right, so once again, triple tap at the start to the right. Here we go. Knock someone down. Switching back to perfect nitro because I need the nitro. Hit some of these thingies. Get this nitro bottle. Get this one as well. Go a little bit wide to the left. Then just steer into the right here. Go in the middle and then stick to the right and hit as many of these lights as possible. On this little, do a small drift and switch back to perfect nitro. Whoa! My car just got what the f— I'm fine. All right, I had to restart that because that was not good. All right, triple tap to the right. Maybe get a couple knockdowns here. Switch back to perfect nitro. People like to go on the right over there, but I feel like this one is the safest line, though a tiny bit slower, but hey. Get this nitro, get this one on the right side as well. Start going a little bit wide here and then turn hard to the right. You don't need to drift this at all. Stick to the right, get all of the lights. Well, as many as you can on this jump. Mini drift, perfect nitro. Stick to the right once again, get this nitro right here. Get all of the lamps that you can. Tiny bit wide, start drifting. Triple tap. Start drifting. Triple tap. Drift. Perfect nitro. Go for the nitro in the middle. Stay in the middle and try to get a few of this, as many as you can. Slight drift, then... Well, I did perfect nitro. You could do triple tap probably. You can afford it. Same thing over here. Drift, triple tap. And yeah, from here you can just go triple tap, no problemo. Drift close to the rock, triple tap. And just go for it. And there we go. All right. Did I hit the exact same time once again? I may just have. All right, no, I shaved a couple hundred milliseconds. Not a fantastic result, but hey, that should probably keep me still in 5%, right? And the answer is yes, I'm still in 5%. Now, keep in mind that this I just did, staying on 5%, it's a little bit risky because there's always a chance that more people are going to play and they might push you a little bit outside of 5%. So you want to continue trying to improve on this. So I just went back to the Codatronca just to try it in a better color. So same thing, right? Triple tap left. Get a knockdown. Switch to perfect nitro. Stay close to the walls without hitting them. Get this nitro over here. Get this nitro over there. Go a little bit wide, then turn hard. Go in the middle. Get as many of these lights as you can. Small drift around here. Perfect nitro once again. Stick to the right side. Get all of these things. Go a little bit wide and start to drift. Do a punch drift because this card needs a punch drift. Triple tap. Drift. Punch drift. Triple tap. And lower nitro. Drift. Punch drift. Perfect nitro. No! I missed the nitro bottles! Ah! No bueno. Alright, that was an absolute mistake. Yeah. Again, you're just gonna have to. I wish I could give you the, oh, here's the lap for 3%. Well, you know, I have limited skills as well. Certainly there's people posting way better laps than mine, but I try to give you this type of laps just so that you have an idea of how you can be doing these things in order to attempt to get a good result. So again, you've seen that my lap gets me into 5%, but it's not the best thing out there. You can probably improve upon this with your own skills and abilities, but for now, at the very least, you can see that either one of these cars can give you a decent time to get within 5%, and then from there just hone it. Good thing that this cup only uses 2 fuel as opposed to 3, which is normally the case in a lot of cups. So over here you can definitely do more races than normal. So yeah, you can keep on trying again, try to improve it further, try in slightly different routes, maybe like I said at the start, instead of going on the left route like I do, go on the right one. It improves the time apparently a tiny little bit. Toy around with things like that, punch drifts and all of that. Figure out where you use triple tap as opposed to perfect, nitro, and things like that. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. If you found it at least a little bit useful, hit the like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.